Welcome to San Bernardino County.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chair of the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, Robert Lovingood.
Thank you. Welcome to the 2018 State of the County. And I'm often reminded after coming into a second term of why I first ran, and my wife's here, so she'll agree, and this is a little off script, which I've been known to do, but I initially ran because my daughters were becoming teenagers. And so I had to think about that. Live in the house with teenagers or run for public office, and we see. And I can say it was a wise decision because when you look at the cost of boarding school, it's easier again to run for office, and I say it not as hard. But now I want to welcome you, and it's really our privilege, and I say that just to break the ice, but it's our privilege to have you come today and learn really what's driving business in San Bernardino. From the trades to professions, the county's leading the way. Let's take a glimpse into the next 2 decades, the opportunities our region has to offer. Because my belief is you're between the age of 15 and 50, the opportunities in front of you are just incredible. And I say that because if you're an employer in the county, your challenge is going to be to attract and retain and keep those individuals. So our leadership is essential to the growth and the successes of the county. So let me introduce to you some of our exceptional leaders. Our Board of Supervisors. Our Vice Chairman, Kurt Hagman of the 4th District. Please, a round of applause. Supervisor Janice Rutherford, 2nd District. Woo. Supervisor James Ramos, 3rd District. Supervisor Josie Gonzalez, 5th District. Sheriff John McMahon. Our District Attorney, Michael Ramos. Assessor Recorder Bob Dutton was not able to join us tonight, neither was our Auditor, Controller, Treasurer, Tax Collector, Oscar Valdez. But our County Superintendent of Schools, Ted Alejandre. And our Chief Executive Officer, Gary McBride. Please, again, a round of applause. We have implemented the county-wide vision to bring a complete county to the constituents and to the businesses here. Our quality of life for residents, our job efforts, and parent education. And I'm going to stand with that education for a moment because with Ted's leadership and throughout the superintendents within the county, you're seeing an effort for the electeds to come together and join in the effort of really realigning education, and that it's going to be a pathway to careers in trades and also to professionals. You do note the fact that we've been approved in ignition for a soon-to-be new medical school. That's going to happen here. That's going to be part of Arrowhead. That, folks, is an incredible effort. But to come back, our business-friendly environment is a must for us to succeed. Because if we're going to continue to attract and expand, it's something that we have to be committed to, and it has to be more than just a soundbite. It has to be an effort, not by us, the elected, that set policy, but by the 20,000, actually 22,000 employees that do this day in and day out on behalf of the constituents. So we have opportunities, and I say they abound us, and we do that because based on our demographics of millennials. But our housing opportunities are also going to lead the way. And I say that when we look at the coastal communities, they are exhausted, they're non-affordable. But certainly what we have, not only here in Chino and then to the east, but into the desert, is going to offer a new opportunity of housing. Our business growth, if you look in California, was fascinating. Third in California in growth. We beat LA, we beat Orange County in job growth, folks. That is amazing. That's going to continue. We saw an increase in assessed values by $12 billion. It's the first time in the county's history that it surpassed the $200 billion value mark. That's going to continue to grow because as the coastal communities really are priced out, we're going to have more growth in our inland communities again. We have partnered, as I said, with education in a way that we haven't seen before. And again, Ted, I bring that up because that's essential that we start creating pathways from really elementary school through high school, into college, and into the trade programs. And Reg Javier is here with Workforce, and I want to compliment him on the fact that in the high desert, we're going to have our second trade program finished by this year. And what's so astounding about that, as I segue, employers are saying we will take someone through a high school program, put them into this program, and then 6 to 12 to 18 months later, we're going to hire them. We're going to hire them at a living wage. That is a great accomplishment with a great partnership with the private sector, Reg. I thank you for that. So with this job growth, we'll be adding more than $4.8 billion in wages to our economy in the next 5 years, and that is a very positive sign. And we talk about import and export. 50% of the world's freight comes from Los Angeles. Cargo comes in through the ports. The county also exports and imports both ways, but we import. You're going to have to go back because I lost that. But anyway, roughly off what we have is we import 1,800 businesses, and we export 800 businesses currently. So with that, what we're starting to see is a shift in the balance of what we're doing, and Kurt's going to be able to tell you more, and I say that next year about the airline and what's going on in Ontario, but it's creating more pathways for greater import and export opportunities. And when we were in D.C. last week, one of the things that we heard from my person from Miami-Dade County is that 1 out of 6 jobs in the county was related to the airport. That's amazing, and Kurt, we look forward to that further development. So we are now the 28th largest exporter here in California. There is a lot going on in the county that's driving growth in the future of businesses. And our business leaders have been a key to success. And just take a look.
Positive market forces are driving the future of business in San Bernardino County, and experts like Kevin Clouden, the Milken Institute, are taking note.
The Milken Institute released its Best Performing Cities Index back in January. In the 2017 rankings, which are our most recent ones, the Riverside San Bernardino Metro continued to surge forward in the overall rankings. Out of the 200 largest metros by population in the United States, the Metro has now risen to the top 25. What's wonderful about this ranking is that it's not just driven by housing and construction, but actually being driven by a greater variety of different jobs.
Entrepreneurship is a driving force behind business growth and job creation. Mike Stahl is the director of Cal State San Bernardino's Center for Entrepreneurship.
We've got great educational institutions. Our educational attainment is getting better over the years. We have good raw materials in terms of human capital. We have excellent support from our government systems. So I think we need to keep building that because those assets are what make it easier for the entrepreneurs to focus on what they do best.
San Bernardino County business leaders know the students of today are the workforce of tomorrow.
It's really the key that opens the door to economic success. We have superintendents that are very engaged, and they're working with the employers in their community, and they're developing pathways from 3D modeling all the way to manufacturing. It is the absolute key to our success.
A good example would be Kids That Code, a startup that came right here out of Cal State San Bernardino. They had an innovative idea, unique, they saw an opportunity, they seized it here as students. We had the ecosystem to support and encourage their growth and move out into the community.
The students that go through our program, they're going to be instrumental in our region as far as the building blocks to a tech community here, whether they be entrepreneurs or actually having the skills in order to complement another company. You know, we're just really excited about that possibility.
Apple Valley High School in the high desert is implementing career pathways.
So we have a medical pathway on campus called the MAST Academy, and it's Medical and Health Science Academy. It's a 4-year program. Our job is to expose them to all the different medical careers, and then they move into internships, certificates to pursue that career.
So we're giving opportunities to volunteer here at the hospitals. The desert has taken my heart entirely. I do hope to stay here and raise my family here and be able to bring the medical skills that I've learned at Apple Valley High School to these hospitals.
San Bernardino County has a well-trained workforce and a talent pool that's growing and getting younger.
We in San Bernardino County are committed to an incredibly robust and qualified workforce. We have the most diverse population, and it's getting younger. In fact, we're the only region in California that added millennials last year. And as our population gets younger, our talent pool expands and can make your business successful.
Business leaders should care about attracting a younger demographic because it's a matter of sustainability. It allows you to build a cluster, a relative strength of companies and people that's sustainable and allows San Bernardino County to grow.
Stephen Monteros, Vice President of Converge One, relies on his partnerships with education to drive his success.
Because technology evolves so fast, it requires us to have a very, very highly skilled workforce. There's a lot of people that grew up in this area. They're very well educated. They like this area. They want to stay in this area. I probably have people from every local university here that were either actively recruited and came in as interns or fairly new graduates.
Ontario is an international airport with room to grow in one of the largest markets in the world.
LAX needs a stronger Ontario airport because it's running at a capacity limit. You don't have other international airports in Southern California. You don't have 24-hour operations because there are curfews at the other airports. That means that Ontario could be positioned as a key long-haul airport for the rest of Southern California.
Ontario International recently welcomed 2 new partners to the airport: Frontier, a popular low-cost domestic airline, and international carrier China Airlines.
So we've initiated service from Ontario to Denver, which offers connections not only nonstop to Denver, but to over 30 destinations to the east of Denver, as well as nonstop service from Austin and San Antonio to Ontario. So when we look at your potential from a demand perspective, the aggregation opportunity of that demand at the Ontario airport is huge. There's nothing like it in Southern California. When you mix that with the fact that the cost structure of the airport is changing, becoming more competitive, we believe it's one of the most compelling opportunities from a growth perspective in California.
So the ability to get on a plane and go halfway around the world as an entrepreneur is super critical because it gives you access to new markets, access to capital, new talent, new innovation, the kind of things that you need to grow your business.
Having local control of Ontario Airport is the gateway to international investment and business development. China Airlines coming to Ontario International Airport is huge for us because it allows the first international carrier to recognize San Bernardino County as a trading and economic development partner with Asia.
Time magazine listed San Bernardino County as one of the top regions for millennial growth.
Millennials, increasingly when they look to buy homes, have been looking further afield. San Bernardino County provides an alternative that allows them to stay local. It means that you can attract smart, motivated individuals, especially families.
San Bernardino County does offer the kind of high-quality lifestyle that employers want. We have built that good, healthy sense of community and strong social involvement in an area that has so much to offer and will continue to grow.
We don't just work hard, we play hard too.
In the morning, you're up in the mountains. In the afternoon, you're in the desert. Hiking trails, culture, music. There's everything at your disposal here. So being located here is an advantage.
Robert Thompson, founder and CEO of Punch Bowl Social, knows a good thing when he sees it.
We think Punch Bowl Social fits really hand in glove in this evolved sense of community that we found in San Bernardino and Rancho Cucamonga. Our business really prospers in an ecosystem where folks do have this tight sense of community and they do want to socialize together outside of their core family circles. One of the things that we love so much about San Bernardino County is Victoria Gardens, which is just a tremendous epicenter of commerce. The retail sales are tremendous, the restaurant sales are outstanding, and we look at that and consider that opinion across not just Southern California, but across the nation.
While established businesses are thriving, new businesses are emerging and flourishing.
So here in San Bernardino County, the entrepreneurial spirit is very much alive. It's not just about the business growing, it's the community that gets behind the business, the community that takes ownership of the business, that continues to move forward.
Ryan Burke, founder of Parliament Chocolate, knows the formula for success.
Operating in San Bernardino County has been amazing. The community has responded extremely well. Definitely, it's given us an ability to open up 4 more stores going on our 5th, and our chocolate has been expanded all over the United States, the UK, and Canada.
The entrepreneurs are the ones that have the vision, the ideas, the passion, the energy, the enthusiasm, and the innovation to remake our economy, creating new jobs, creating things that didn't exist before.
The world-class health sciences center Loma Linda University is leading the way in incubating the next big ideas in medicine.
This is a great environment for a biotech company to start, to grow, and to develop deep roots. We have companies that are developing products for dentists, companies that are developing medical device products. We have 2 companies dealing with products for cancers that are very difficult or impossible to treat.
The main advantage that everyone needs to be aware of for San Bernardino County is that it has the most ability to attract young, talented people, the ability to find lower cost and lower regulated locations in terms of diversity, access to international markets, the ability to attract investment in. All of that is there in San Bernardino County.
By supporting every front, from education to workforce development, from entrepreneurship to innovation, through leadership and collaboration, San Bernardino County is truly driving the future of business.
No, in San Bernardino County, we believe with your partnerships and your efforts that we're going to continue to work and do it right. Our team is engaged in great work, and we're going to continue to be a front runner. I think really when we look out, the opportunities endless for where we're going to go in the next 2 decades. I'd be a little absent the fact if I didn't reach out and really thank our public safety here tonight, the Sheriff Department, the Fire Department. Please, for San Bernardino County, a round of applause for them both. Same with our probation. Same with our district attorney folks. We strive to create an environment that you can all excel, be safe, and be taken care of, and that's our commitment. So as we look for the next opportunity, and really a prime market for a millennial workforce is where we're headed. And there's beauty in those numbers. One of the things I left out I think is kind of a key, especially all of the employers that are here in the room. You know, we export over 300,000 people out of county every day as our workforce. So that's an imbalance. But as employers look to develop and expand and relocate, and opportunities from mineral resources throughout the first to manufacturing and services within the Inland Empire, they're going to come here because of that advantage. So again, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Please come next door and join us for a social and have a very good evening. But again, thank you.